Aliyu Wamako, 15 billion naira, is being charged by EFCC for corruption. Senator Aliyu Wamako is in charge of Buhari campaign in Sokoto State. A few weeks ago, he held a massive rally on behalf of Buhari in order to prove to the president that Governor Aminu Tambuwal's defection would be of no effect. Okay, now he has corruption cases against him. Welcome, guys. Today we're talking about 8 corrupt governors and other politicians that are working for Buhari's re-election. Now, I want to bring the corruption cases fresh to our mind, because one of the things about our country is that we see wrongs and we are very quick to forget. Oh, this one is happening in the east. Oh, this one is happening in the west. Oh, this one is happening. This one is happening here. 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 And we are quick to forget. Let's bring it fresh to our mind, because corruption has been the major problem that has kept Nigeria where it is. Our hospitals, our roads, electricity, schools. Okay, let's talk about Governor Godswill Akpabio. Yeah, Godswill Akpabio. Time does not remove things. Now, he's been indicted for 100 billion naira. And he has gone back to what? APC. And let's see what becomes of what? What about Governor Orji Uzo Kalu? Was the governor for 8 years, from 1999 to 2007, and he's been accused of connections of diverting state funds and using them for his company, Slok Nigeria Limited, and nothing has been done about him. He's working for Buhari. If he was working for Atiku, I will still shout. These people, they need to be removed from power. That is just my concern. What about this man they call Babasha Lawa, the one who was removed when President Osinbajo was internal? I don't know. I think sometimes when you look at, I don't know what is even happening in Nigeria. You look at someone like Governor Peter Obi is campaigning with Atiku. We begin to wonder what is going on in this country. And you talk about someone like Osinbajo campaign working with Buhari, and you're like, what is happening in this? What's happening in this country? So this man has been indicted. They have not tried him till today. And whereas the chief judge, who we know what he did was very wrong and he should be tried. If the chief judge, Justice of Nigeria, will be tried so fast, then let that be the model of all the trial for corruption cases in Nigeria. Then we will see that the government is fighting corruption. But if the government proceeds with Onoche's case, and these people I'm talking about, their cases, whether they are in APC, whether they're working for Buhari, whether they're not working for Buhari, whether they're not working for anybody at all, and they are allowed to continue, then we will know that the fight of this corruption that the government is talking about is one-sided. Although he's under probe by EFCC, Babasha is among the key figures. He's among the key figures working for Buhari re-election in Adamawa State. He also revealed during a recent interview on China's TV that he still had direct access to the president about corruption. What about the fellow who we call Abdul Aziz Yari? How much is sometimes he said what? 680 million naira. Now, do you know what that can be done with? Do you know the scripts that we can build that we can build with such amount of money? Nothing has been done. What about the Minister of Transport, who was Buhari's lead campaign manager, Rotimi Amechi? What did he say? He said, even though Buhari said corruption is what is killing Nigeria, if corruption does not kill Nigeria, Nigeria will kill corruption. He said there is nothing like saying there is no corruption in Buhari's government. He has said that with his mouth. Now, this is one of the screenshots I took from one of the websites quoting Governor Wike, and I will quote him. And here's what he has to say. All the documents that proves that mission corrupt are authentic. We have never forged documents, said Wike's media aide. Mr. Wike was apparently reacting to an alarm raised earlier by Mr. Amici, said that the governor was cooking up fresh documents which he intended to use against him. This is not a governor stuff. The former governor himself admitted that he paid out $39 million to Clinotech without a single block laid anywhere. Is that a document he claims was forged? Where is the hospital? Said Mr. Wike. Okay. He has agreed in different interviews that he sold the state gas turbines for $309 million. Convert $309 million to Naira and you understand the level of fraud. Amaechi left only $204,000 in the state account. Now, this is one of the things that should be done in our when we elect leaders. When one leader is actually going, and then someone is coming in, we have to audit even before the person takes over power. It has to be open for the whole public to see that, listen, I came into power and I met this, and two of them will sign. The one who is going and then the one who is coming. Two of them will sign and said, you left 5 naira for me, and the whole world will see, so that tomorrow it will not be like he's shunting me and those kind of stuff. And that is why you see many governors once they are trying to leave power, they want to bring their own person also. Now, what about Adamus Oshiomole, the APC chairman? Now, what can you write about him? This mansion, this is one of these mansions, and BUBA GALADINMA has been saying it. What about this? A mansion that has a man-made lake. There is 2 mansions inside a compound. Nobody's saying anything about it, right? And this is the man who is shouting that, oh, Rochas, this and that. He was the one who was praying, Father, you said to forgive if a person if a person offends you, you forgive them. This man, the Rochas, he sinned, and we forgave him. We gave him another chance, and now he's putting his family, this and that. What about this kind man? What did the government do about him? The government, what have they done about him? Nothing. Let's see what he did for EFCC. When EFCC is supposed to go after them, he did. Here's what he did. He donated 10 million what? He was among those who donated 10 million naira what to the corporation. So we can say that corruption is something that we continue in Nigeria. This governor was also part of the people who reported the ex-governor or council to EFCC on some things. EFCC, are they saying these things? Listen, if a person tells you that they want to fight corruption in Nigeria, the first thing you want to look at him is like saying, who is this person? Is he corrupt? The people around him, are they corrupt? It's like a pastor is preaching. It is not good for you not to. It's not good for you. It's not good for a person to be stealing. Okay, it's true. All religions, whether you are an atheist, Christian, Muslim, whatsoever, or you don't go to church, or you're on these idols, we all know that there are basic things like if you sleep with someone else's wife, it's bad. If you take what does not belong to you, whether it's money, another person's wife, food, or land, we know these things are bad. But if a person wants to be in a position where he's preaching and wants to be prosecuting others like the judge, then he has to have what? Clean hands. Okay, what about this? Mr. Gamawa, who is being accused of what? 500 million naira fraud. He joined the APC. And what did they do with him? They brought him. They brought him and they were doing what? 4+4. No corruption charges. Listen, whether it's APC or PDP, and that leads us to this. Who are you voting? Is it this man? Is it this one? 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 There are almost 91 candidates out there. It will be better for you to vote for someone, even though the person does not win. You know that you are not among those who voted the corrupt people into power. Even though if your vote will not produce the winner, I think it's time for Nigerians. It now comes to the conclusion that we have to what? Vote wisely. So with that, I want to end this video. To engage in things like this, Trump shut down the government. Why? Because he wanted something done. He said there's a need to build the border. Now there are arguments if there is a need for the border or if there is no need for the border. Whatever the case is, Nigerians have to know and say, this is what we want. If we don't get what we want, we shut down the government. How many times are we complaining in Nigeria that the politicians are not there? That there are no good roads. There is no electricity. Do you think if you give APC government the next APC, PDP, Buhari, or Atiku, or Simbanjo, or Basajan and all these people, that if you give them 40 years from now to rule the country, do you think they will face the country? They will not face the country. The problems will also persist. So, it now leads to the conclusion that